Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. On the last episode, we did a bunch of side quests, some stuff for the miller, and now we're going to go finish up Ghoul's task and turn this quest we did for the computer and back into the miller. I was about to say, are you just doing a slow walk to me? Alright, and off we go. Ooh, horsemanship. Ooh, and survival. Wanderer would be nice. We'll do Ride Like the Wind. Ooh, speech up. If you use battle cry during a fight, not only will it give you courage, but it'll also put fear into your enemies. Don't mind the money thing. I'll go ahead and get that.
Quick! God! Quick! Quick! God! Whoa!
A stranger? What the fuck are you doing here?
Is something wrong?
I'd say so. Let me explain.
Do you want something from me?
Pay homage and tribute
Who to? You?
to our hero here. The all-conquering warrior. The meanest, toughest slugger around.
Oh, no.
The one and only Yarda the Great.
They call this fellow what? The toughest slugger? I'm not convinced.
You don't believe me? Then you'll have to fight it out. Fair and square.
Sure.
Get ready to put him up.
Come on then.
I'll show ya. I've been waiting for you. I'll rip your arse open. That hit home. Come on.
Oh, you got
We're
me.
going to gut you, you horse-eye. I'm just getting warmed up for shit. Take that!
Damn it. Alright, we'll take that now. I actually prefer that.
Take that fucker out, damn it! Surprise! You won't get me? Go fuck yourself! Come on, then!
Damn.
Do
Got
it!
him.
No, you don't! Mercy, leave me be. Let me live!
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go and I'll give you everything. You promised to free me, now keep your word. Christ, it's fucking butchery.
You're the one that like came at me.
Go! Da!
Alright, let's get ready. Oh, I don't have any more poison, do I? Does that do again? Honestly, I like that. Let's apply that to... Like it's gonna be hunting arrows. We're gonna save here. Mm-hmm. Oh, heck yeah, give me that.
Attack! Commandant pass! No! No, I give up! Follow me! We're fucked! I'll go in for the... I'll show you! I've been waiting for you! Oh, I'll catch you! Show your stuff! I'm just... He's on your call! You wanna try? Mercy! Leave me be!
Is that all of them? Oh, Casper's ring. Mmm. Nom. Oh. Give me all that. Well, just the expensive stuff. Now, is that it? I guess I'm glad I came up on this side to find the money. Well worth it. Alright, we'll go ahead and save. And then we'll go ahead and fast travel. Go tell Gules.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. What was
You
that
just came
sound?
barging in. What is it you need?
What happened here?
You're not allowed here.
Well, come on out.
Go now.
Beginning to worry what are you doing here? What?
I want to talk to Gules.
What do you know?
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Casper is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What about the ring?
Let's
Have you got it?
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
Do you think I could have it?
I don't know. I was going to keep it for myself, since the bastard left a scar on me with it. But all right, you rid the world of that bastard, so I suppose you deserve it.
Thanks, Gules. If Casper was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
And I thought such things only happened in Prague.
What's next for you?
Now, serving Lord Samin. Now that I've put my past to rest, hopefully he'll be able to trust me.
That'll be quite the change, no?
Yeah, it sure will. I just wonder if I'm not too old. If it's not too late for me already.
What are you doing here?
I don't know if I can get used to it, but I reckon we'll see.
Come
I
now.
appreciate your
No
thanks,
right to be
but
here.
I'd say I deserve a reward for this as well.
Don't worry.
Now that's more like it. Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Come and see me anytime.
I told you to do something.
You're good, Henry. I'll
Go
give you that.
away.
But there are still things I can teach you.
I'd like to learn.
What are you interested
Away! You can't just come in here as you like. To the stocks with him.
I heard you're good.
Thanks.
Come now. You've no right to be here.
I'm getting out. Jesus.
That's right.
Swords. Warfare. I will do that. All right, so what do we have left?
I'd like to learn.
What do you want to know?
I'm still not.
Thanks. I'll teach.
Well, I guess that'll be all here.
Greetings to you.
It's funny, Gilles is like a never-ending supply of gold. Because his gear is worth so much. Alright, well, let's go down and finish Miller's quest. I I don't want to do any more Miller's Quest. It's like chaos. Please, Miller, just...
God be with you, neighbor. Greetings, my friend.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then. So what's the next task, Crazul?
There's a quiet whisper coming from the open gates of Trotsky, carried by the wind all the way here to me. Do you hear it too?
I hear it. Crazul's a loony. Crazul's a loony.
Scribe Erzim received a chest from Prague, and in that chest...
Hermes Trismegistos' document?
No, a book. And from an author even more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But the treasure's inside. You might say it's a kind of Alchemist cookbook.
So you're gonna have me go and pick some locks at the castle, eh?
Did I say anything about stealing? No. When the castle was still closed, I planned to get the book through the castle chamberlain, with the help of a certain woman. But now that you have access to Trotsky yourself, it'll be much simpler.
What about that certain woman? What was your plan?
That's old news. The central figure is now the Trotsky scribe, Erzim. He's a great lover of knowledge. I'm sure he'd be happy to indulge another kindred soul and lend him the book, indefinitely and voluntarily.
Let's hope so. I'll pray I'll be able to convince him, and that I won't have to ride around Trotsky picking up carcasses again. Or worse.
Just do your best. The book is the last piece of the puzzle. The very last. But go and see Erzim and ask him about the book. Then you'll see how difficult it will be to get your hands on it. Best of luck, Henry.
I reckon I'll meet.
Is this truly the last one? Also, let me... Where's my bed at? Good. We're gonna rest up. To Trotsky Castle. Hmm.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa! Easy, good horse.
No idea.
Whoa!
I didn't see anything. He couldn't have just vanished. What do I pay him for, the bugger? If I bump into him, I'll be sure to tell him to come and see you. He'd better. Otherwise, I'll have the catchpoles look for him. Maybe he just popped out and we'll be
Henry,
right back.
good morning.
He has no business popping out when I have work for him to do.
Morning, Catherine.
I'm grateful.
I see you got your beauty sleep.
You tease. Oh, I'm all disheveled.
Hmm.
Greetings.
I'd like to
What do you...
Hmm. Oh yeah, give me that.
I'd like to hear some
Fine, but it'll take some time.
My, what a beautiful horse.
And now everybody says I have a beautiful horse. Thievery. Scholarship. Hmm. I'm gonna do one more time from him.
Till we meet... Careful!
He's a skill teacher, but he's got no more skill to teach me.
Till we meet again.
And wait 1 hour.
easy.
Searched the castle from
Easy.
top to bottom when I was here,
Nice and
so
slow.
there was a book I skipped.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, that's right.
Lord von Berghoff sent me. I'm supposed to collect, a gift in return for my services.
If he sent you directly to me, you must have made quite an impression on him. In that case, I'll give you one of our best weapons. What would you choose?
Hmm.
I'd like to take a short sword.
A weapon fit for both a squire and a knight. Use it with discretion and honor. Having the right armor for your choice of weapon wouldn't go amiss. I don't think Lord von Berghoff will mind if I give you something extra.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ooh.
If you want to train your combat skills, I'm at your service. After all, any weapon is only as good as the man who wields it.
Um. Find the book Miller wants. It's probably near the scribe.
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
I apologize.
All right, let's talk to Mr. Scribe.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Or scholarship.
I'd like to get better at writing.
All right then. But it'll... Careful!
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An Alchemist cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
I'll have a talk with Nickvard and find out what the problem is.
You think I haven't tried? But since you've already offered to address this pressing situation, listen to what I've learned. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickfard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha the cook, Regina the maid, and Hirsch the hand.
I reckon those aren't the only 3 people that know him.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
Okay.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
I won't keep you any longer.
Of course, there's always something.
I'm sorry.
Of course. It's no problem.
Ugh. When's the last time you bathed?
Greetings.
Bertha, instead of devils, I need your help now with Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Nickvard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of Alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Well, if a nobleman's secret is worth so much, how about this? That'll buy you more than one book.
I suppose Lord Libac wouldn't mind. And do you have the exact amount?
Of course.
So many groschen. I promise I'll split it with Lord Libac when I see him, and I'll explain everything.
But now tell me, what's the medicine for?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache.
Oh, of course.
Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Just say it. He shot himself.
It was in the privy down below the Crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It happens to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
I mean, check the privy. Wheat digestive potion. Not there. Okay. We gotta talk to who again? Regina.
Excuse me.
What? Go on then. He wants to fleece us again.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Good morning.
I need to take a load.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
Clothes washed.
I need a hot bath and my clothing cleaned.
Great.
Sure.
Excellent. The water's nearly cold, but I think we got you all cleaned up.
Oh yeah, you got me cleaned up good. Alright, so we gotta find maid.
Praise the Lord.
There's Ulrich. Widow. Where would this person be? Regina the maid. Maybe on the other side of the castle.
God bless.
I should get going.
Where would Regina be?
Huh. Strange.
Not in here. What makes this even more difficult is all the NPCs actually roam. You don't know exactly where they were all at.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Did you do what I asked you to? Yes, sir.
need
Everything's
my
in order.
shoes.
Everything. Really? You didn't forget anything? I don't think so, sir. I tried my best, sir. Well done.
I tried my best, sir.
There's something else I need. You can go now.
Where would... There should be nobody up top. Well, hell. Where else? We're looking for Hirsch.
What was it I wanted?
Well, Bertha was easy enough. The rest seemed like an impossible task. Where are they?
Greetings to you.
Did you hear about what happened?
Greetings.
Greetings to you too.
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. You're kidding. Who was it? Some vagabond.
All the ambient conversations are really good. Well, where the heck?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Where in the heck would this maid be? Maybe I do have to go to the very top.
Christ, it's hot out.
Alright, let's check the 2 tower tops.
Good to see you.
Greetings. What would you like? Till we meet again.
Really? For sure those would be his keys. No, nothing there. Okay, not on this side. Let's go to the other tower. Oh, made Regina. I knew her we're up
Do
here.
you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capen. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But he thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I understand. Just one more thing, please. When was the last time you saw Nickvard? And where?
The last time was in the Knight's Hall. But that was a long time ago. I found that message a few days ago. Hard to say where he's off to.
Thanks anyway.
Maybe I should have pushed her for the answer. Just trying to be polite. The Knight's Hall. Is that this place down here? So where the heck is this the stable boy? Check one look upstairs. No. Stable boy. What's his name again? Hirsch?
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
What are you here for?
I'll have a
I'll take those armor kits.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
There's Catherine. Okay, where's Hirsch? Is there another stable down below?
Praise the Lord.
God grant you health.
How's life treating you?
Not too bad.
God bless.
What do you have?
Oh, he's got horse stuff too. Knight's belt. Knight's pouch. Give me those. Those are better than what I have.
I'm glad you found what you were looking. What would you like?
Wound repair.
Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
So Knight's pouch gives me 2 slots. Nice. Knight's belt gives me, yes, another weapon slot. Now I can go, hey. Like that. Okay. Where in the world
Greetings to you. I'm sorry.
is this stable boy?
So when you see my mother, and talk about the
What are you doing here?
I guess you can't go in there, or you can't go there.
Jesus Christ be praised!
Come on, Hirsch, where you at? About ready to rob the entire castle.
A good day to you.
Where'd you...
I brought here some of Lord of Hochvart's men-at-arms at the request of our Sir Otto.
Why didn't your lord come with you?
Unfortunately, he left to take care of some things in Moravia a month ago, and hasn't yet returned. So I have to stand in for him, as well as protect his youngest daughter, Adelita, who insisted on joining us for the...
Intrigued by combat and noble knights, is she?
Oh, you have no idea the sort of bother that lass gives me. She's used to having everything her way, and it's driving me mad.
Surely it's not that bad, is it?
Let me tell you, I hope we go back to Hochvarth soon. Ever since the Knight Florian started circling around Adelita, I haven't had a moment's rest. And what's more, I've got this feeling in my bones that something terrible is going to happen. And believe you me, till we meet again.
Hirsch, finally.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libak. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing. Hmm?
What task?
Nick Libak, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
What are you blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto. But fear not, I know how to sniff 'em out. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really on our side. The side that Nickvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here. You can join us.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First, a test.
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword? Hmm? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Bergoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. Once I get a sword, I'll fill...
I'll gladly give you some groschen to buy your own sword.
Only spies pay bribes. Unless you had more groschen than a common spy. Then I'd believe you ain't one of them. Do you...
I'm not paying him 5,000.
I'm not going to pay you that much.
You want to hang on to your spy earnings. I understand. Well, you won't get a...
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me. Persuasion, threats. I know about them spy tricks. Deeds talk louder than words.
I'll think of a way to...
Sword, huh? I'm gonna need the falchion, so I'll give it to him.
About Nickfar.
Got that sword.
You wanted a...
Oh, he wants a long...
I don't want an invisible sword. Then...
I'll think of...
Seriously? I should have grabbed the longsword as a gift. You're gonna make me go buy one. And then he's gonna disappear. And watch he know nothing.
God bless you.
Would you repair...
Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business. What will it... On
A battle longsword, huh? Let's do a common. Expensive. Oh well.
I'd like to do something...
Well...
Satisfied?
That's more... Finally! I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I wonder what happened if I had 5,000.
Well, I'll
I
be
probably would have gave it to him and be like, okay, you're not a spy.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Hirsch.
About...
Got that...
You want...
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickvard, then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Bergoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things.
I'll tell him.
God be with you.
Find Nickvard, huh?
Greetings to you too.
Outside the castle. Maybe I should wander around the castle? Here. We shall take a gander.
Praise God.
Oh, he could have dropped it out the privy. Oh, dropping a book from such a height, though. It's like a quarry. Yeah.
You must be Nickvard, eh? Poor wretch.
Empty vial. Well, we found Nickvard.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to here.
God bless.
Nice.
Who's Scott? Careful. Good afternoon. What game would you like?
Nah, never mind. I don't want to
I
play.
actually.
Oh, I guess we look for a door that this key goes to that we took from him.
What's that?
God bless.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
The never easy tasks. All right, let's...
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Once more then.
What are you doing at Trotsky?
I'm from Prague, but I don't have your talent for trouble. I mean, you almost ended up on the gallows.
That was just a bit of a misunderstanding. That band that's been raising hell around here is to blame.
Aye, so I've heard. At any rate...
My lord is who he is, and I serve him for better or for worse.
And then you pay for his mistakes, eh? I know how that is.
Really? You look like a noble to me, and well studied too.
Aye. That's what 3 years at a university will do to a person. But that's all in the past now.
You studied at the Prague University?
Aye. But my sword lessons have come in handier. That's why I'm here now. Von Berghoff hired me as a personal guard and as a teacher of the local garrison.
Really? I'd like to see how people fight with swords in Prague.
That's no problem. I'll show you a few tricks. But you're not part of the garrison, so you're...
Hmm.
I'm certain you...
Yes. I learned from... Let's get started.
I'd like...
What would you...
I'd like...
Well, look.
So, how did you end up...
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard and a swordmaster for the local castle garrison. I reckon he sensed he was in danger. And he was right. A band of scoundrels was lying in wait for us on the road. And they nearly got us.
Hmm.
Why do they call you Black Bartosz?
It's just a nickname, of course, because of my, black hair. Every swordsman has a nickname. Once you win a few tournaments, they give you...
So you're really a high-born knight?
Indeed. I'm Bartoszek of Drahonitz. My father served Emperor Charles his entire life.
Oh, sorry. I suppose I should call you sir.
No, there's no need for formalities. Titles are worthless. A man should earn a name for himself. It's not enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
How was your company ambushed? What happened exactly?
It was well planned, I must admit. They nearly got us.
What went wrong for them?
Hard to say. Maybe we were just lucky, and God was watching over us.
That's all there was to it?
If you really want to know what I think, the idiots lacked discipline. They rushed it.
What do you mean?
It might have come down to a single fool's mistake. I don't know. But if they just waited a bit longer, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Like I say, I thank the Virgin Mary and all the saints for watching over.
Sorry, but we're about the same age, and I'd never have guessed you're a swordmaster.
We each have our own path, it seems. I even studied at university, while I could still afford it.
What? You're a man of letters as well?
I wouldn't go that far. I dabble in poetry a bit, that's all. I may come from a noble family, but we're not renowned or rich, and studying costs a fortune, and I didn't have one, so I had to do what I do best.
You became a mercenary.
That's right. I spent more time fighting than studying at university, and I came out of it alive, so I reckoned that's what...
Okay.
Where did you learn to fight, Bartosz?
I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it. I travelled a lot and was taught by several masters.
I'd like to see the world too. But I haven't even made it to Prague yet.
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you learn from true masters, you'll never become a master yourself. Fortunately, these days there are plenty of swordsmen in Prague who will train you for coin.
I hope to make it to our royal city someday soon.
If you do, go and see Master Lamprecht and give him my regards. He's a man of honor and a peerless master of the longsword.
You must have been honored when the royal chamberlain chose you as his bodyguard. How did you meet?
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison in Prague's royal castle, where von Burgo was a frequent guest.
I see. But what brought you to his attention? You have good connections, I suppose.
Depends what you mean. I'd recently won 2 big tournaments, so I was invited to a splendid banquet. It was there Sir Otto offered me a position at his castle. I'd heard of Trotsky, of course, but I was still astonished when I saw it with my own eyes. Sir Otto spared no expense to build a truly mighty fortress.
Can we fight?
Come by another time. I've got better things. Good day to you.
Good day, good day.
I'd like to learn a new
Certainly. Why not? I like a long sword, but such a hit with the pommel of a sword. Would you like me to
Yeah. Alright, let's go figure out what this key goes to. I got a feeling it's upstairs in the other. A lot of nobles sleep on this side.
To you. I apologize.
What was it I wanted?
Oh hell. We got a key to something.
Good day to you.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Put it up in here.
I could go for something to eat now.
Been nice if that was it, but guess it's not that easy. Yeah. There we go. I'll take that. Go and save. We done a lot. Well, heck.
God be with you.
God bless.
This dude in his book.
What a day.
Oh, I forgot there is some noble quarters at the top of this tower. I don't think that was it. Like this has gotta be the room. I haven't taken any keys lately unless... take that. Well then. Where in the world would this book be?
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Oh, it's just you, eh? Uh-huh.
Knight Herman Littlehead. First time I've seen him. Hmm. Damn, nothing up here.
Hail. I'm sorry.
Night. Oh, this is where you stay. Might have to rob him.
Phew! What brings you here?
I'm going to eat while we're here. Hmm. My gear would be better. Oh damn, it's like a 1K gear or gold brush and okay, so that's a bust. Let's go outside again. Wow, the thunderstorm looks good. Ooh. Oh, that looks cool.
I'm always glad to see polite people.
I'm gonna go back to where that body is at. I feel like there's gotta be something there. If I don't kill myself first.
It has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day. Greetings. Another senseless death.
Hmm. Oh, shit. Is that it?
Sand-coloured cover, embossed. That'll be the book Crazel wants, but it's quite ordinary. Apart from being covered in shit.
Another senseless death.
Okay, so we got it.
Greetings.
Greetings. Greetings to you, friend. God bless you, sir.
Hmm.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I didn't even look inside.
You had a treasure like this in your hands, and you weren't even curious to have a peek? Well, I suppose it's not for everyone. I'll have a look for myself. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Wait, you know what?
Sand-colored cover.
It's a lore book.
Embossed. That'll be the book Crazel wants. But it's quite ordinary.
It has to be me standing
Apart from
over
being
the
covered
body.
in shit.
Another senseless death. Oh, it's starting to stink. It has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day. Another senseless death. Oh,
Hmm.
it's starting to stink. It has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day.
Hmm. They don't look too friendly. Stop and rest.
Scram! Right now! Clear off!
Mm-mm.
Fuck off before I kill you! You swine! Alert! Alert! Show me what you're made of then, you swine!
I will.
Show your stuff! You want to try me?
Go back for us, fucker!
Why am I not countering?
You want me to get your maw?
Show your stuff!
I've been waiting for you! Oh, Jesus Christ!
Holy shit. I'll start selling gear. Alright, let's keep moving.
Greetings, my friend.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Don't be a princess.
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Crazer, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead.
All right, then.
Okay, sorry about that. I meant to pause, but I had an alarm going off in the background. Alright, so we're over encumbered. No, we're not. Alright, horse, where you at?
Quick! Ka! Quick! Go! Whoa! Whoa! What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, hopefully I'll finally find out what the point of all this was.
Or not, until you try another dose of niter.
I wouldn't do that to him. Not today. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
No, Z-Neck. First of all, I rather like them legs of his. And secondly, I think we've put him through enough suffering. This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Barney.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Groschen.
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university. The art of combination and dissolution, the key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science, alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
New life? What do you mean?
I returned to the miller's trade. My father was old, and my mother had passed away. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden...
gunpowder.
Bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Berthold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Berthold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed, it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
I don't like how close they're standing.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
White ash.
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they work brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lord Samin has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
That sounds
I
somehow
feel useless
hopeful in
now.
a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
How about some more advice on sneaking around in...
Advice? For you? You're as nimble as... What else can I teach you?
You flatter me. But still, I'd like to learn something new from you. How should I plan a robbery?
Most people have the same routine every day. Pay attention to people's behavior. Who goes where and which way. When you get to know your victim and where you're...
Yeah, I know.
That's all.
Appraisal?
The fuse didn't catch me.
So we're done here. Except for this quest tipster.
Would you know of any other way to make some extra...
The only thing you can do in this backwater is steal. But go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill.
Why the woodcut?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time. And they get paid for every wagon they unload at the sawmill. They work all day long and don't move an inch. They have nothing to spend their...
I think I know what you're getting at.
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp. And it must be a...
I like the way you think. I reckon I'll pay them a visit.
But if you're stupid enough to get caught, don't say a word about me putting you up to it. First, I'd lose my job, and then they'd be...
Don't you worry.
Well then. Well, there was a skill teacher there. Ugh, let me ride back. Wait, can I... No, I think we're good. Let me... I forgot what skills they teach.
Quick!
It would be nice if they had a thing that popped up over a skill teacher and said like, hey, they teach this, this, and this.
Go! Quick! Quick!
Well, with that, I think I've done every quest in the side quest up until the current point. Or is it her? I think she's a skill teacher. No, he's a skill teacher.
You see,
where are you?
Well, if you should...
Are you in...
Well, I'll be happy to give you some grub.
All right. Throw in a few coins.
Oh, here we go. All right.
You talk...
We've been through... Let's start with you. Let's get to work.
Agility. Do that. Skills, stealth. I don't notice anything. Quick hand. Ooh, nice. I'll take it. Alright. I see no more side quests except for point of interest hipster. I'll wash up, take a rest.
Filthy again, damn it.
What do you need, my...
What's new around?
Nothing new. It's quiet here.
Okay, so that just is there for whatever. Alright, let's offload. It's about time we continue our story. Alright, we got some reading to do. Lead shot, gunpowder. No. Alright, we got a lot to read.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Still haven't reached a skill level to use that book. I should probably sell those. Alright, now we eat.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
What do you have for...
Alright, we got stuff to sell. Knight's longsword. We're gonna need those.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like?
I need...
Repairs.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, I think we're doing good.
And come again, friend.
Trade.
What do you have?
Sell. Feather. That was actually worth a lot. Ooh, isn't that better than what I have?
I hope...
Saxon Halberg.
You find what you...
What do you have for...
Italian Halberg. We'll still buy it and we'll compare.
Seems you're trying... You'll have to give me... Let's agree on a... Very well, then. I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Mm-hmm. Armor. $197. Actually, not much of a difference. Or because the but we'll get a bonus if we repair it.
Sir?
All right, let's go ahead and put in.
Almost done.
Mm. Okay. Also, is that ring actually good? Hmm. Okay, let's wash up. Wow, that actually has a metal cap on it. Okay. Too bad the blue isn't as nice as the brocade. Honestly, I like the blue the most. Alright, let's put the coat up as well. I think we're good to go to continue our quest line. Alright, we'll go ahead and save here. Alright guys, I'll be into this episode. Next episode, we're gonna finally move on to the main quest. I don't think there's anything else I could do in the region. I mean, I'm sure I can venture on all the corners, but we'll probably be able to get more done. Alright guys, until then, I'll see you there. Take care and stay safe.